I'm going to show you a few yoga moves to give back your body what running takes out. Okay, so here we go. We're coming down onto the floor, knees under the hips. This one's called Anjaneyasana and it's for the hip flexors. So we bring the right foot forward. We drop the left hip forward, checking that the front knee is behind the toes. So each and every exhale breath, drop that hip forward. They get really tight when we run. So allow the breath to come into the hips and allow the hips to soften and open. Push the ribs forward and start to open the front body as we increase and take out the arms. Lift the chest and have a little lean back. Push that back foot into the mat and the shin to keep you nice and stable. As we continue to drop the hip forwards, lift the chest and lean back. Nice gentle curve in the neck. As we're opening the front of the body, stretching through the hip flexors. 2 more breaths. And release onto the other side. So trace, taking a step forwards, dropping that right hip forwards. Take a few breaths and allow the muscles surrounding to relax. They want to lock in, so we need to breathe to the area, soften, relax, and allow them to open. So we always work with the exhale breath. So as we exhale, we drop forwards. Start to think about the upper body as we lift the chest and push the ribs forwards. Take the arms out and open. As we exhale, we're dropping the hip forward, lifting the chest, pushing the ribs forward. Gentle curve in the neck, pushing that back foot and the shin into the mat to keep us steady. So we lift the chest and lean back. A couple more breaths as we allow those hip flexors to soften and stretch. 1 more breath. And release. Coming into a down face dog, a nice hamstring calf stretch and a decompression for the spine. All fours. Take a hand step forward. A little cup in the hand so you can use your finger pads. Now tuck the toes. I want you to lift your tailbone as high as you can. Now head between the arms. Now if you haven't been doing your stretches after you're running, your hamstrings are going to be tight. You might need to bend your knees a little bit. Okay, until your hamstrings become a little bit more flexible, and then you can lengthen them. And we're going to paddle it out so we get right into the calves. So we very slowly bend one knee at a time. Feel that lovely stretch coming right down into your Achilles, down from the calf, down to the ankle. Feel that nice release in the lower back. Keep lifting up your tailbone. Allow your head to release. Nice decompression for the spine and the neck as we stretch through the backs of the legs. Smoothly and slowly work the heels down. Maybe a little wiggle, taking the hips side to side for that lovely release in the lower back. Hold in your down face dog. Now shake your head, release any tension held within the neck. Pull your belly, lift your tailbone, work your chest through towards your thighs. Feel the backs of your legs lengthen. Keep your breath smooth and steady. Oh, that feels good. Let's move on. Bend the knees. Walk the hands up into the feet and uncurl slowly. Now we're coming into Utthita Parsvakonasana, lovely side angled stretch. Legs nice and wide. Left in 30, right out 90. 2 straight legs. Lift the arms. Now bend the front knee, right arm to thigh. Open, look for 2 shoulders in one line as this back arm feeds up. Reach up out of the waist and over. Feel every single fiber stretch. Now reach. Push the outside edge of that back foot into the mat. Feel those fibers stretch. Trying to keep 2 shoulders in one line. If the neck allows, look up under the armpit and reach. Smooth and steady with the breath. And release. Round to the other side, turn the toes forwards. Right foot in by 30, left out by 90 and bend. Left arm to thigh, Open, look for 2 shoulders in one line as we feed the right arm up, reaching out of the waist and over. Now ground the outside edge of that right foot into the mat and reach. Lift up out of your hips, out of your waist, and stretch. And now breathe. Increasing as you exhale. And release. Feeling a lot better. Happy running.